Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video we are gonna be doing first impression on the Bretman Rock palette. This is the palette that we are going to be trying out. This is available only on the Wet n Wild website. Wet n Wild and Bretman Rock did a collaboration together. I think he has some other stuff pertaining the collection. So this is the Jungle Rock collection. I got this from Alter. I'm not sure why Alter not carrying that palette anymore, but if you want it, Wet n Wild has it, and it's $15 on the website. And he has lipsticks and other stuff, but I only got the palette because I'm not interested in any of the other things that he has with Wet n Wild. I actually like Wet n Wild stuff, so I wanted to try out Bretman Rock palette. And you guys know how I feel about palettes. So this is a palette. It's like really colorful. This is a really beautiful palette, but just like looking at the shades, I think I have some of these shades in one of my palettes, but I wanted to support him because I really do like Bretman Rock. This is the shades. So you have around like 15 shades in this palette. You have some mattes, and I think those are shimmer. I'm not sure if these are shimmer or pressed pigments. I'm gonna see what it is. I really do like these two shades here. Really good for transition. I'm not a big fan of green. We'll see what I come up with. In the meantime, I'll just do my face real quick. Did one eye of camera to test this palette out, and girl, I am so impressed with this palette. We're gonna use this concealer. This concealer is from ELF. You guys know I love ELF stuff. And I'm gonna take my favorite sponge. You know, just using this palette, the shimmer shades, it's like you want to make sure you do your eyes first if you're gonna use the shimmer shades in this palette, because it's a lot of fallouts. I don't know if you could see it on my face here. I only probably used maybe 4 shades in this palette. The shades are beautiful itself. Using it is just another thing, okay? I was not expecting this to be so pigmented. So we're gonna use this shade here. I use this shade for transition. I think I used both of these, the dark shades. So I'm gonna build this up. I don't even know how to describe this, but it looks more on the reddish side. I like to use concealer, but if you guys know about inexpensive primer, please let me know. I'm gonna bring up the shade a little bit more on my brow bone. So I always use the same brush to blend out. I just don't like going back and forth. This is really good. So if you guys don't like to wash brushes like myself, this is gonna come in very handy. So you take these things off. You can play that game, which is that nice dark red shade. I don't know, it looks red to me, but when I put it on my lid, it's a little bit on the burgundy side. And then I went in feeling myself. Now this purple reminds me of one of the shades from Juvia's Place, okay? This is such a pigmented purple. I'm gonna give you guys swatches in the end. I can't believe this is a drugstore palette. Like, he really did good creating this palette, okay? Myself, which is a purple shade. So you wanna dust it off, make sure that, and I'm just gonna focus this right in the socket right here. The shades that I'm using, I really didn't get no fallouts like that, but the shimmer shades, yes. I don't know if this is a metallic shade that I use. The purple shade looks a little more like on the dark side. So all I'm doing is just like blending this out. You could use this with your hands, or you could use a brush. I'm going to show you guys exactly how pigmented this shade is. King of Jungle is the shade that I chose to use because it's a little bit more brighter. I wanted the look to pop a little bit. So I'm just going to show you guys with just put it on the lid like this before I use the brush. Really pigmented. And this is just one swipe. You guys see? King of Jungle, and this is a BH Cosmetic flat brush, but I want to make sure that I got everything. And you want to take a little bit at a time because this is like really highly pigmented. I cannot do my eyes without my glasses. It's impossible to do that. But my eyes is like so bad. There's times where I don't really see the mistake until I'm editing my tutorial. But I just want to make sure that I get everything right. So I won't have to do this again. So we're gonna use this primer. This is from LA Girl. This is like really good. Pass it under the eyes like this. Now you could blend it out with the same brush you're gonna use to smoke out under the eyes, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. So we're gonna go in with Feeling Myself again. Feeling myself, and you guys see how the color popping. Don't want the shade to go in my eye, so I'm being very careful. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with the shade again, and I'm just gonna place a little bit under here. Okay, I think that's what I did. I think I still need to blend. Yep, so I see what the mistake is. I think I went up a little bit more on this side. So I'm gonna do it the same thing on this side with the same gold shade. I do get a little bit of follow, so I'm gonna use my fan brush just to dust off everything. I'm gonna use this brush here. This is from Morphe. This is the E11 brush, and now this is just an angle brush. This dark shade. I want to smoke out under here, and I'm just gonna use my sponge and just use that. I think I'm gonna use this shade here. Oh, which one? This one, yeah. I'm gonna use this shade here, and I'm gonna put that right there because it match with this. Just a little bit. I really don't need to put too much because the look is already bold. So I'm gonna go in with this blush here. I think I need a little bit of blush. And this blush is from Juvia's Place. You know, I just want a little color on my cheekbones. I don't want to put too much because the eyes are already loud. Okay, I think I'm gonna go in with the same palette. I think I want to use this same shade, and I'm gonna use it for highlighter. I'm just gonna take a little bit and also gonna take a little bit and put on my nose. We're gonna use this lipstick. This is from ColourPop. I don't know if I should, let's see. This palette is really good for a drugstore product. If you guys been following me for a while, you guys know I am a die-hard drugstore kind of girl. I'm not really into the expensive stuff, so I wanted to give this palette a try, and I'm very glad I did so. Like I told you guys in the beginning, you could get this palette on the Wet n Wild website. So there are 6 shimmers and metallics in here. I don't know which one is metallic, but I'm thinking the black one is a metallic shade. You guys know I like to swatch it on my palm of my hand so you guys could see the actual color. So this one here is Liar and a Cheetah. And I'm picking up a lot so you guys could see the shades. Like, girl, Don't Be Lying, that's the other shade. And this is it here. Oh, that look like a champagne shade. It's like really settled. Ooh. Also put more so you can see. Now the one that I use, girl, let's just watch that. This is really beautiful. I'm gonna go in with Deeper, which is blue shade. Wow, and they are very soft. Okay, the blue is not really doing me justice, so let me go back again. Okay, hopefully it shows up now. You guys can see. My favorite is the one that I use. This is like really pigmented. So I'm gonna swatch these two shades here. What? Big Peacock Energy and Alpha. So that's a green shade, and they are so soft. I love soft shades. This is a green shade, like really, I love it. And then Alpha, I'm gonna take that black shade. I'm impressed with the black shade. It's not really showing up too much when I swatch it, but it's really good on the lid. And I like to use black shades like to darken my inner corners and just to tighten up my lining a little bit. That's what I use black shades for. You guys see, that's all the last two shades that I swatch, which is Feeling Myself and Two Can Play That Game, which is very pigmented. And you guys can see the difference from these shades here. I think that these swatches are really good, but you guys see it's still pigmented. I did swatch them maybe like 3 times and put on my hand. They're not that bad. Now this shade here is not really showing up too much. It's a brown shade. I'm gonna swatch it again so you guys see. It will pick up a little bit more on my palm of my hand. You guys can see the shade, like it's really pigmented. I just don't understand why it's swatching like this here. You guys see on my hand, pigmented. Okay, I like the fact that he has 3 shades here for darker skin tones, which is Two Can Play That Game, Bounce and Them, and this brown shade here. Yes, I do have these type of shades in my collection, but at the same time, I like to try out drugstore product for you guys. I highly recommend this palette for you guys if you want to try them out. Like the shades and what I created, it speaks for itself, okay? But when it comes to their foundation and their palettes, don't sleep on them because they are really good. If you guys want to try out this palette or any of the things that he has in his collection, I will put the Jungle Book collection in my description box. Thank you guys so much. See you guys in my next video. Bye.